Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Weekly Profit Talk. As the name would allow, we do this every single week, always on Wednesday and at 8:30 Mountain Time, which is 7:30 on the Pacific Coast and 10:30 on the Atlantic Coast. So, good morning, everybody. Today's topic is your medical practice's next level. There are, of course, many practices such as yours, possibly. That are basically booking appointments, seeing patients, and rinsing and repeating day by day. But the next level, like if I'm watching a teenage kid play a video game, basically leveling up involves you solving the mysteries of the current level that you're playing until you can get to the end of it. And then the next level occurs and you get whatever dopamine rush from that you get. But leveling up in your practice involves, in my personal opinion, there are two key steps or areas of focus that could certainly help you with that. And let me go ahead and I'll pop this up here. So you, of course, are building the reputation. You're doing the things, you're seeing the patients. Hopefully you're creating a very strong level of service in the community, and hopefully with the best possible staff. Those two areas, as you can see here, both have a similarity and they have something that joined them together. So this is what I'm going to discuss briefly with you, and we won't keep you long, so bear with me here. Staffing optimization, obviously, is going to be super important. The experience for the patient begins when they make a phone call or fill out an online form and reach out with a desire to see you for their particular ailment. They've got a problem. You're able to fix that problem. Okay, so there's some kind of some crossover there in the sales world, but medical industry, certainly people have a certain expectation, and the experience begins with the very first person they lay eyes on, as well as your website presence. So it's important to have good people at the desk, as well as your support, technical and medical trained personnel. And as you grow, there are certain people you're going to want to be able to put into place. This raises questions, of course. What's it going to cost to put that person in place? How do you adequately provide them with the compensation necessary to leverage their full-throated and complete personal investment in your practice? So building the best possible team has been a subject of previous lives that I've done, but there are a number of ways in which you can reach out and find the people that you're looking for. The main thing is that your patient from beginning to end has a 5-star experience with every single person that they touch. So to hire somebody, of course, is going to be a cost consideration, as well as diagnostic and treatment assets. If you want to create a better holistic patient experience, of course, if you're able to take care of some of the things to give you the sort of diagnostic tools that you need to be able to more quickly provide them with first a diagnosis and then treatment. You may be daydreaming about putting, for an example, an x-ray machine in your office, that sort of thing. And what this has in common with staffing is cost considerations. This is something that is an ongoing and continuous cost in both cases. And here we go. If you are able to have an idea of exactly what those costs effects will have on your profit and loss statement, as well as your other financial statements, and there are three majors, so there are other useful, particularly in medical practice. An aging accounts receivable report is extremely helpful. But the three big ones, of course, profit and loss, balance sheet, and the statement of cash flows. Cash, of course, you need to function. It's basically the blood going through your bloodstream. But um, you are actually, with modern day tools and the advice of a good business advisor, able to plug in the costs of uh, both a new particular necessary staff person, as well as that diagnostic equipment into a scenario where you can, in fact, actually look at the effect on your bottom line going out 6 months, 12 months, even 3 years or beyond. Uh, I call that scenario based micro forecasting, and it's a critical part of a growing business. Now, you can, of course, chug along the way that you quite possibly have been already. You've got a bookkeeper and you see your tax preparer once a year for the return. Maybe they give you some advice around estimated tax payment times. A lot of them don't. But that is basically like running a soapbox derby car compared to having a Lamborghini. If you're serious about your business scaling to the next level, then having the kind of tools that can give you information that's valuable to you months before the actual effect of those decisions become actual fact, you can see where this would arm you with a lot of empowerment in your practice. So, to review, your two key areas of focus, wrong way, sorry. Staffing optimization and diagnostic and treatment asset acquisition. And the things that they have in common are the fact that they have cost considerations, which you can, in fact, actually predict with some level of future accuracy. It's kind of like having a crystal ball, if you will. And as you can see, that could be very critically helpful to the future growing and scaling of your business. It's nice to make the money, pay the people that work for you, and have a decent amount left over for yourself and your family. But you want to have considerations such as enjoying a retirement before you're too old to enjoy it. And there are other considerations, especially if you have children. You may, in fact, want to think about what the financial advisors call transference, which is basically what do your descendants get when you're gone, that sort of thing. You don't want to be working the rest of your life, and there's no reason why you shouldn't grow and scale your practice to the level to which you are able to do with the skills and the experience that you gain day by day and year by year in your practice. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you have, then and you'd like to talk more about what working with a business advisor is like, I'd be very happy to have that conversation with you. This is coming to you live, but you quite likely are also possibly watching it on replay on either Facebook or YouTube, as well as LinkedIn. On any one of those media, there's a way to comment or to direct message me, and let me know if there's anything at all that we could possibly do for you. We'd love to have that conversation. So until next time, have an amazing rest of the day, an awesome week, and if you have a chance, do something randomly kind for a stranger. So until next